So let's make this a little bigger and then we'll move it around. Here's what's important. When the first person comes in, they're going to go to start here. You guys see the little arrow right there? That's what they're going to see. So when they start here, they're going to understand the do's and don'ts. They're going to see this chart. They're going to see the walkthrough. This is really important for the brand new person, because when you understand the psychology of how this community was put together, there's a whole strategy to the madness. First and foremost, we want them to understand the community perks, which means their voice matters. So they're going to see the leader bulletin, right? You want to make profit here, you got to understand how to refer to free community, the inner circle, and you got to understand how to refer to time blocking. But most of all, you got to understand how to get into time blocking. Now, to set the tone right off, what do we normally tell them to do when they first come in on the welcome text, right? Is first things first. That's the do's and don'ts. Get the most out of it, which is the walkthrough, and the full benefits, which is the inner circle. And we make sure they want to see the pin post. Pin post is always the most recent stuff in the community, right? How many of you here get a lot on the pin post? Okay, making sure I got everybody on the stage. Pin posts are very important because this is what shares the community's mission. This is what we're all about. Once they got that experience, the very first thing they want to do, which we're in the process of finishing up, is the transformation from the branding, right? So right now we got two things going. We got the transformation from the branding, and then we got the 7-day blitz, which is pushing out the time blocking. Everybody good? Are you on the same page, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? That's what we're doing right now. We're pushing out the 7-day blitz, and we're pushing out the branding transformation, which is the first 7 days of the 30-day challenge, correct? Everybody good, right?
Yes.
So we want a brand new person to understand that, because what does it come down to? It comes down to learning how to create content. Now, we've got several people getting leads from the content because of the way it's being created. The only thing we all have to improve on is consistency, correct?
Yes.
Some of you are starting to understand the framework and how the content is being branded. From the branding transformation, we get them to understand the 40 plus streams of income. Usually when they go through the branding transformation, in most cases, they saw enough value to do two things. The first value is why they need to come to the workshop. How much does it cost them to go to the workshops?
Stop doing this.
And guys, how much does it cost them to go to the workshop?
Nothing right now.
It's free. It will always be free. That's the value that we provide to the community. Does that make sense? It's a group session. And if they show up, we'll even give them a freebie by answering their question. You see what I mean? Obviously, if they need hand holding, that's a different story, right?
Yes.
That's where the inner circle comes in. That's where the elite coaching comes in. Everybody good on the same page?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like Jeff is on YouTube, because I just saw him send a message. Can't get on that way. Why? All you gotta do is click on the link, Dana. So they get that transformation, right? They see the value to go to inner circle. They see the value to get additional streams of income. Now they're gonna see the incentive of having the digital marketing framework. Anybody know what the framework is? Legacy Builder, right? Legacy Builder is the framework, correct?
Yes.
This is where you learn how to do digital marketing 101. So that's the basic framework. What puts it all together, to keep it simple, is the tools that we use. Everybody with me, right?
Yes,
It's
sir.
the tools that we use. That's what makes it simplicity. Now, if that's not enough, they can go listen to the Q&A, and the Q&A is what we call the icing of the cake for the community, right? It's the icing of the cake. That's what expresses all the benefits of being in this community. So that's a basic walkthrough, guys.
What is that?
I don't know what that is, but okay. So once they got that right there, guys, they need to understand two things, okay? What is our first offer? Anybody know what's our first offer? What is the first transformation they should have experienced? Anybody? Be in the group, but it would be the branding transformation.
Right.
That's our first offer, guys. If they don't understand that, then that means they didn't really watch the videos. They didn't really go through the modules. You guys understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So our first offer is the branding transformation. Our second offer is calendar ownership, okay? Transformation, which you guys are about to receive for those of you guys who are in the time blocking. Oh, they're on YouTube. Let's go ahead and give them the link. I guess they didn't find the link. Hold on. All right, here we go.